a start. It's Meekins on the inside, Lincoln on the outside, and they're away. Meekins a little bit squirrely as they go up the straightaway for the first time. McPherson up on the high line. Got Pumper working away up to third. The 97 there of McPherson trailing back, but it's Meekins showing them a clean set of heels down the back straightaway this time. Gorski there in the 8 right up high on the high line. Pumper holding down a comfortable third. And then Charlotte McPherson at the rear as they've spread themselves out. It's Meekins still a little bit taily down the front straightaway. Gorski liking the high line up into turn 1 and 2. The junior cars as they come through, and McPherson drifting backwards. The two front runners breaking away from second and third, but it's Meekins a little bit taily into turn 4. Gorski to the low line, looking to get a run down the inside, down the front straightaway. So it's Meekins on the high line, Gorski down the inside. Gorski swapping back to the high line in turns 1 and 2 as they come around. Pumper still in third and McPherson in fourth, but all the action out the front between Meekins and Gorski, following each other into turn 3 down the back straightaway. So this time it's Meekins in a little bit high again. Gorski looking to get down the inside, but Meekins swaps to the low line. Gorski up high down the back front straightaway. The pair of the junior cars out there on the big track. Still holding down third though is Jamie Pumper, and McPherson, Charlotte McPherson there bringing up the rear, but the battle at the front is between Meekins and Gorski. Meekins all right up sideways in turn 3. Gorski looking to get a better run this time out. Swaps to the high line down the front straightaway. Meekins moves up in front. Gorski on the outside. Meekins on the low line. Gorski back down to the low line down the out of turn 2. Gorski gets the lead from Meekins there. So it's Gorski coming up on McPherson in turn 3. But it's Gorski out in the lead, Meekins second. Back to Pumper at the rear, so it's Gorski with the lead at the moment, making a move around the outside of the McPherson car. Meekins, Meekins up high into the wall over in turn 2. So it's Gorski with a comfortable lead. Back to Meekins, then back to Pumper and the 97 of McPherson there, looking to come around. It's taking the Gorski missing the checkered flag. Meekins receiving the checkered flag, but I believe it was Gorski to Louis Rodriguez. The 9 there of Greg Campbell, and they're away. It's the 50 there of Jason Crawford leading the way. Shellcraft into second. Then back to the Sean Denning in the 52. Oh, oranges are on. Got a problem with Travis Florimel. Might need one of the push cars. And the red car at the rear that I can't see a number, so they are underway again. It's Jason Crawford leads them away. Shellcraft up into second. Rodriguez in working his way through the field there in the 47. Works his way up into third. But having it well and truly under control is Crawford out in the lead. Then back to Shellcraft. Then the 47 of Rodriguez. Looking for a run around the outside is Campbell. The 52 of Sean Denning in there as well. Working away past is Chris Fowler up from the tail as they come around though, but showing them a clean set of heels out in the lead at the moment is Jason Crawford. Shellcraft still holding down second, then the 47 of Louis Rodriguez. the 9 there of Greg Campbell as well. But putting a fairly substantial gap on the rest of the field there is the 50 of Crawford. The Shellcraft holding out a comfortable second. Rodriguez in third. Campbell in fourth. Then back to the 13 of Fowler, coming under pressure from the 52 of Denning. Then the unknown car on the outside, looking for a run around the outside of Denning that time through. Crawford showing them how it's done out in the lead. Shellcraft still holding down second as they've spread themselves out. It's the 47 then of Louis Rodriguez. Then back to Greg Campbell. The 13 there of Fowler. Coming to put a pass on the back markers is Jason Crawford though. Got Fowler moving to the infield. But it's Crawford showing them how it's done in the lead, putting a lap down on 2 of the back markers as we speak. Back to Shellcraft in second, Rodriguez third, Campbell holding down a comfortable fourth. But it's Jason Crawford showing them how it's done out in the lead. Shellcraft holding down a comfortable second as we speak, and Rodriguez in the 47. Greg Campbell out there as well. Crawford taking no prisoners out in the lead. Shellcraft about to put a lap down on a couple of the back markers there in Sean Denning and the red car, unnumbered car. It's Rodriguez there in third, Campbell, Greg Campbell that is in fourth, about to have a lap put down on him by Jason Crawford as they come around with 1 lap to go. It is Jason Crawford trying to catch the 4th place car there of Campbell. Second is Shellcraft. Rodriguez third, but it's a leader just about to put a lap down on the 4th place car there of Greg Campbell. So fairly spread out the field there in the GP midgets. It's once they get a feel for the track. A little bit bigger than what they're used to running on, I think. So
and the national production sedan title here at Wahgunyah for 2016-17 is all go, and Daniel Henshaw got the best of the dispatch, and with him is Tim Green, the national champion. They head them up into turn number 1 the first time. Stuart Fawcett has snuck into 3rd place, so they go up into the top turn. Back there in 4th place, it looks like it could be Rodney Anderson. Back to Daniel Creek in 5th place as they head down the back straight the first of 12 times. Jason Boardman is in 6th place as they move out of Pitts Bend the first time. Oh, there's a puddle down there, and going straight through the puddle on the corner was Rodney Anderson. Goes into the side of Tim Green. Green and Anderson up against the fence. As they move down the main straight, Anderson's lost out on that occasion. It's Daniel Henshaw out in front. 2nd place, Stuart Fawcett. Back then to the national champion in 3rd place, Tim Green. But they're a long way behind already. It's a race in 2, and Tim Green is out. He's out with damage to the front of his car after that contact with Rodney Anderson. Anderson's also in trouble, and going into 3rd place is Daniel Creek. But it's a race in 2. The rest of them are in a totally different league at the moment. Out in front is Daniel Henshaw. Right up behind him is Stuart Fawcett. And they're a mile in front, and literally it is a mile between them because this place is so big. They're going to be out of the back straight before the rest of them even find it. Out in front it's Daniel Henshaw from Stuart Fawcett. They're not even in the same straight. Daniel Creek is 3rd. 4th place is Jason Boardman. Charlie Ball is there along with, one car has gone around. It's gone super sideways, has rescued it. Terry Malack went underneath. Selena Jennings went around the outside. The yellow lights have come on. And we've got ourselves, as they're away and racing. Once again, Henshaw the leader from Daniel Creek. Back in 3rd spot, Charlie Ball and Stuart Fawcett. Fawcett looking to get under Charlie Ball up in the top turn. Back to Brett Norman in 5th place, Terry Malack 6th, then back to Selena Jennings in 7th. Stuart Fawcett goes into third, and also Brett Norman goes into fourth. Ball goes back to fifth, but out in front it's Daniel Henshaw from Queensland who leads them. So we've now completed 3 of 12. Creek in second, Fawcett, then Norman, Ball, Malak, Jennings, Jason Boardman the next one through. A long way back then to Gemma Laidlaw, and Rodney Anderson is just circulating at the moment. And Daniel Creek's in trouble on the back straight, has spun in front of the field. Great driving by Brett Norman. Yellows are out again. Yellow lights are on, and this one's taking an age. Into the main straight, the national title. Heat number 1 is still going, and we're back underway with Henshaw, Fawcett, Norman, Ball, Malak, Selena Jennings is 6th, then Jason Boardman 7th. First move comes from Daniel Creek. He's in 8th spot as he's gone around the outside of Gemma Laidlaw. Out in front though, as they get to the end of the very, very long back straight, is Daniel Henshaw. Comes out of turn 4, he leads with 1/3 of the race done now. 4 down and 8 to go. Fawcett, Norman, back to Ball, Malak, 6th place Selena Jennings, and Boardman is 7th. As they disappear up into the top turn, it's a race in 3. Brett Norman up behind Stuart Fawcett, who's up behind Daniel Henshaw as they go down into Pitts Bend. Out in front, Daniel Henshaw in the immaculate 110 leads them into the main straight from Stuart Fawcett. Brett Norman in 3rd place. A gap in 4th place now. Could be Terry Malak coming underneath the Charlie Ball. They run side by side, and right behind them is Selena Jennings. That's the top half dozen. That's certainly a race in 3 as Stuart Fawcett now looking for an inside run down into turn number 1. You could almost get through, but couldn't quite do so. He could almost draft out of turn 3 and 4 as they move into the main straight. He runs up on the inside of Henshaw now at the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Right up on the back bumper, it's Henshaw from Fawcett. 3rd place is Norman. Then the freight train behind them, Terry Malak, Charlie Ball, then Jennings and Boardman. As Fawcett again has a look down into turn number 3. They're going to come up on the ailing Rodney Anderson. So they come out of Pitts Bend. Henshaw just out in front. 2nd place Stuart Fawcett, back to Brett Norman in 3rd. A long way back to the main body of the field as they go underneath the ailing Rodney Anderson up into the top turn. 5 to go. Out in front, Daniel Henshaw is the race leader. Fawcett in 2nd place. Racing in 3rd all by himself is Brett Norman. Then the main body of the field, headed up by Terry Malak as they come into the main straight. Fawcett's got Henshaw off the curb, and Stuart Fawcett hits the front, going up into turn number 1. So Fawcett now leads from Henshaw. 3rd place is Norman. Malak is 4th. Back in 5th place, Charlie Ball, Jason Boardman, and Selena Jennings. Behind Selena would be Daniel Creek, Gemma Laidlaw, and then Rodney Anderson. Out of Pitts Bend they come with 3 to go this time around. It's still a race in 2. Henshaw down low on the track, Fawcett up near the fence. Back in 3rd place, Brett Norman. Then the rest of them as they come into the main straight, Malak. Then back to Ball, Boardman, Jennings. Next is the 35 of Daniel Creek. Then Gemma Laidlaw. But Stuart Fawcett starting to open up a bit of a gap. There'll be 2 to go this time around in heat number 1 of the National Production Sedan title. Up the main straight they come. Fawcett leads. In 2nd place, Henshaw. Norman in 3rd. 4th place, the 91 of Malak. Then Ball, Boardman, Jennings and Creek. Down the back straight they go. Rodney Anderson eventually has retired. White flag comes out, 1 lap to go. Stuart Fawcett still in front. He runs wide. Henshaw up behind him. Norman 3rd. They'll be out of the main straight before the leaders come, the rest of the field come through. So Fawcett leads up into the top turn by 2 car lengths from Henshaw. Back in 3rd place is Brett Norman. Back to Malak in 4th. Then Ball, Jennings, Boardman, Creek and Laidlaw. But 14.5 minutes after it started, it's finally finished. First across the line will be Stuart Fawcett in heat number 1. 2nd is Daniel Henshaw. 3rd place goes to Brett Norman. 4th place is going to be Terry Malak. 5th place is going to go to Charlie Ball, Selena Jennings, Jason Boardman. Daniel Creek has done a 360 here in the main straight and has thrown himself out of the race. Gemma Laidlaw will be next. And then 35 is the last car in Daniel Creek. Rodney Anderson, for some reason, thinks he needs to cross the line to get finishing points. That hasn't been in vogue for several seasons. And he was...
Yeah. What did you think of the track?
The track, it's starting to slicken off a little bit, but it's going to be the same from everyone. You just got to chase it and see what you do.
Yep.
I didn't mean to get into Tim Green at the first lap, just steered on a bit of grass there, so sorry to the Green crew. I didn't, no intention mean by it.
Yep.
I just thank everyone that just get down here like S&T and...
So you're New South Wales registered. How far up did you come from?
1,350 kilometres, Lismore, New South Wales.
All right, beautiful. So the hoot out there nearly took about that long to get completed. So.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, but we put up the humidity in Lismore, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, no worries. So very good drive, and hopefully you have a great weekend. No worries.
Into the main straight they come, a freshly watered track once again. They're all over the place, the green lights come on. And Cheney leads them up the main straight the first time. With him is Jack Milthorpe. So they go up into turn number one. Let's see if they can sort themselves out into turn one. No, they can't. Cheney goes around. We've got a pile up. Yellow lights are on again. So the yellows are on as Alex Cheney goes around. Set for a dispatch. The green lights come on. We're back underway. And Croker leads up the main straight the first time. Well, it's the second time, but back underway. On the outside is Downs in 29. Also there coming around is Kane McDermott into third place in the 31 car. So head down the back straight the first time. Nathan Hawkins in there and starting to make his presence felt until both of them are. The 12 and the 71. Oh, and 12 has spun the 31 car out. Rod Massara, I'm pretty sure, has hit Kane McDermott. The yellow lights have come on. Kane McDermott spins and another car has taken evasive action. And we're under yellow again. Haven't done a lap in heat two. Set for a start. The leaders have opened a massive gate up for those on the second row. Croker leads them up the main straight from Cheney. On the outside is Downs. Downs goes into second place. Back in fourth place would be Rod Massara. On the outside is the 31 at Kane McDermott. And the steward not happy with the start. We'll do it again. Into the main straight they come. It looks a little bit better. Cheney and Croker. Croker gets the best of the dispatch this time as they head up the main straight and into turn number one. Croker takes the lead. Downs goes on the outside of Cheney. Behind those on the inside is Rod Massara making it a row at three. On the outside is the 31 at Kane McDermott. Back into Rick Massara in sixth. Wes Barnes is in seventh place. So move out of 3 and 4 the first time. And the track has gone dry pretty quickly because this race has taken an age to get going. Veteran Steve Downs now out in front. Croker goes back to second place. Third place is Cheney. On the outside is Kane McDermott. Rod Massara in fifth place. Back to Rick Massara in sixth. Wes Barnes is in seventh, and Tom Barnard at the tail. Pretty closely bunched up field. 3 wide into the main straight. Our race leader is Downs. They're almost 4 wide. Croker, Cheney on the inside. Then the 3 West Australians, 4th, 5th and 6th. On the outside is Rod Massara. Rick Massara goes underneath of Kane McDermott. McDermott spins. He's not going anywhere, and there'll be another caution. Yellow lights have come on. For sure and certain. This is race 4 in the program, the Heat 2 of the National Production Sedan title. And Steve Downs is still out in front from Croker in second place. Cheney. And back to Rick Massara is in, Rod Massara, then Rick Massara. Barnes, back then to Barnard. And at the tail of the field is Kane McDermott. As now they move down into turn number 3. On the outside is Rod Massara. Looking for a way through into third place. This is on Cheney. Cheney at the same time is coming under Croker. And while Rod Massara's on the outside, sneaking up the inside is Rick Massara. 4 of them locked together. Steve Downs out in front though. 3 wide as Rick Massara goes underneath of Croker. and Rod Massara goes underneath of Rick Massara and goes into third, if that makes any sense. Rick Massara back to fourth, Croker back to fifth. Meanwhile, in second place, Cheney has run extremely wide. He's going to go back from second to fourth. So Rod Massara into second, Rick Massara back to third. Back then to Cheney, Croker, then Wes Barnes. Underneath the Wes Barnes comes Kane McDermott, and back at the tail is Tom Barnard. Down the back straight at Wahgunyah. Out in front it's Steve Downs. His lead last time around, we don't have the winning margin at the moment on the screen, but his lead was a couple of seconds. Rod Massara in second place, Rick Massara third. Back in fourth place is Alex Cheney. Fifth place is the 31 car of Kane McDermott. McDermott has made his way to fourth now. Cheney back to fifth, then Croker, Barnes, and at the tail is the 69 of Barnard. Into the main straight at the halfway mark. Steve Downs is opening the gate. Rod Massara has a chance. He's up behind him now. Rick Massara in third place, Kane McDermott fourth. Back in fifth place is Wes Barnes, goes underneath of Cheney, then back to Croker, and at the tail of the field is Tom Barnard. So no change of the order, but pretty close up in front. So move up the main straight. Downs is the race leader, just from Rod Massara. They go down the back straight. Back in third place is Rick Massara. Back in fourth place, Kane McDermott as they come out of pits bend once again. Downs just in front. Rod Massara right up behind him as they come up to complete another lap. 4 laps to go. Back in third place, Rick Massara. Then back in fourth is Kane McDermott. Downs can't make a mistake. Rod Massara right behind him. Wes Barnes in fifth place. And right with Wes Barnes is Cheney and Croker. But it's a great race out in front. And the New South Welshman still in front. In the 29 is Steve Downs, screwing it down tight is Rod Massara as they come into the main straight. Side by side, Rod Massara levels up now with Downs. As they cross the line once again, the margin is 0.4 of a second. But Downs is able to hold off Massara as they go to the top turn. Back in third place, still Rick Massara, then Kane McDermott. Down the back they go once again. It's a drag race down into turn 3. Downs still out in front. They come out of pits bend once again. Rod Massara can't get past him. And third and fourth are starting to close the gap. So Downs still out in front with 2 laps to go. In heat number 2, it's been a long race. Back to Rick Massara and Kane McDermott in third and fourth. Back in fifth place is still Cheney as they go into the back straight once again. Rod Massara still up behind Downs as they go into pits bend. The white flag to come out this time around. Steve Downs still in front. Into the main straight they come with 1 to go. Downs from New South Wales. Rod Massara from Western Australia. Back in third is Rick Massara and Kane McDermott also from Western Australia. Wes Barnes goes to the infield. So move out of turn 2 the last time. Rod Massara has the whole length of this big back straight to go to try and get past Steve Downs. Down into pits bends the final time. Downs out in front. Massara in second place. So move out of turn 4. Steve Downs is going to win heat number 2. Downs first across the line. Rod Massara second. Third goes to Rick Massara. Then Kane McDermott fourth. A long way back in fifth place will be Alex Cheney. Then Doug Croker in sixth. And last to complete the distance will be Tom Barnard. No time for the race due to the stoppages. The quick lap of the
made you work pretty hard for it?
Yeah, but I just sort of run my own line. You know, pretty new car, this car. It's only 3 metres old, so I'm trying to work it out. You know, I got a lot of people thank Rob at Lismore Engineering Builders for an engine. It's awesome. Hillside Auto Manlers, Dave and Stewie Fawcett that spent hours in the shed with me working on it. Matt Mason from Lismore Diffs. Also Marcel Motorsport, they actually own this car. They've loaned it to me. And Burson Auto Parts and Phil Hunter's Smash Repairs. Like, it's just great to get a win with it.
Yeah, it's good to see. So hopefully you'll keep going for the rest of the weekend and get it sorted out, get it quicker as the weekend goes on.
Yeah, I hope so. I just got to tighten it up a little bit. It's a bit loose at the moment, but that could be me. I'm a bit rusty. I've been out of the car for a year or so. I had to run a Maryborough, bad luck, but hey, I'm pretty happy with that. That's where the points were counting finished. So
no worries. How did you find the track?
Bit different to practice, but I think once you get a handle on the car, it'll be quite a good track and fast. And yeah, it's one of the I've been many Speedway tracks in Australia, and this is one I hadn't come to, and I wanted to come to it. And I tell you what, the crew here do a fantastic job. You know, I'm the president of Lismore Automobile Club, and I know what it goes into running a title, mate. So they're doing a fantastic job.
No worries. Well done, and hopefully you continue on for the weekend.
Into the main straight they come. Green lights are activated. We're away and racing. Let's see what happens here. So move down the main straight the first time. Down into turn number 1. Our race leader. They've all got through safely. The yellow lights have come on. Yellow lights are on. And you'll find the 61 car is going to get a talking straight. That's a better dispatch. 6 lines of 2. The green lights come on. And Danny Harrison and Lindsay Manning lead them up the main straight the first time. Harrison, Manning, another car joining them is Andrew Cunningham. They're 3 wide as now Manning takes the lead. Oh, it's a traffic jam down the back straight. Look at the action. Rob has gone into second place. Jennings is coming up there as well. Stephen Laidlaw's already passed half a dozen cars. So move into the main straight. Manning's out in front. Rob, Harrison. You don't know where to look here. They're 3 and 4 wide up the main straight. This is the best race so far as they move out at turn number 2. And going into third could be Andrew Cunningham. Wayne Burke comes underneath. They're 3 wide as Laidlaw comes underneath at Jennings. On the outside is Danny Harrison. 3 wide into the main straight. Manning still out in front from Rob. Third place is Burke. Wayne Burke's up to third. Laidlaw, what a drive from him from the back of the field up to fourth. Back then to Cunningham. We've got 1 car has exited stage left, half a lap behind now as they move up the main straight. The back straight 4 wide. How is that possible? But that's all behind Wayne Burke. Jennings is in that group. Lindsay Manning continues to lead from Rob. Laidlaw, Burke, back in 5th place at 21 of Andrew Cunningham. Mark Jennings, Harrison, Chris Pagel is back there. Dean Sparrow's in that group. As they move out of turn 2 and back down the extremely long back straight. Lindsay Manning leads this one from Bruce Robb. The drive so far comes from car number 3, Stephen Laidlaw from 12, up into 3rd place, back in 4th place at 27 to Wayne Burke. 5th place is Andrew Cunningham, then Mark Jennings in 6th place. Running wide is Danny Harrison. Chris Pagel comes underneath. Back then to Dean Sparrow, the fluoro orange. After Dean Sparrow would be Damien McAllister, Matthew Vickery and Ross Madden. It was the car that spun a couple of laps ago and he's at the tail with a little bit of smoke coming out the back end as well. Up the main straight they come, another lap put together. There'll be 7 to go this time around in heat number 3 of the National Production Sedan title. Lindsay Manning continues to lead. Leads by 1.17 seconds. Bruce Robb in 2nd place. The main danger is the orange car with the white wheels in 3rd. Levels up on the inside. Bruce Robb and the 3 car of Stephen Laidlaw. Laidlaw goes into 2nd. But the leader has had to spin to take evasive action as Ross Madden spins again down there in Pitts Bend. And the yellows have come on. Great racing. Here we go. Into the main straight. Green lights are back on. Lindsay Manning leads them around the cone from Rob Laidlaw. Back then in 4th place, Wayne Burke as they head up this very long main straight. Who's the first one to make a move? No one at this stage. Chris Pay will look for one. Here's one. Laidlaw gets underneath of Rob, goes into 2nd place. Wayne Burke looking to follow him through. Jennings trying to come through as well. So move out of turn 4 once again at the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Manning, Laidlaw, Rob, Wayne Burke in 4th place. Laidlaw said to me yesterday he loves this track and is proving to be so from the back of the field up to 2nd. And the way he's going, it won't take long. He's in front. Wayne Burke has now moved underneath of Bruce Robb. And right there also the 21 of Andrew Cunningham. Also coming through is Chris Pagel underneath of Jennings. Oops, trouble for Rob. Trouble. Yellows are on again. Bruce Robb spun down there. Chris Pagel took evasive action, so too Dean Sparrow. Turn 4. Can Lindsay Manning hang on? Led from the get-go. Green lights are on. We're away again. Laidlaw in 2nd place. Back in third place, Wayne Burke as they head up the main straight once again. Back after Wayne Burke would be Cunningham, then Jennings. Chris Pagel in sixth place. Pagel comes underneath of Jennings, moves into fifth. Back in seventh place would be that of Danny Harrison, as Lindsay Manning leads them out of Pitts Bend into the main straight with 5 to go. But Manning's run wide, and Laidlaw said thank you very much. And now Laidlaw is in front. Laidlaw leads Manning. Back in third place, Wayne Burke. Chris Pagel is up to fourth. Back in fifth place is Andrew Cunningham. Back to Mark Jennings in sixth place. Back then to Danny Harrison and then Dean Sparrow. One car makes a mistake there. The 21 car may not even be a mistake. Andrew Cunningham, he slowed a little bit. So come into the main straight. Laidlaw out in front. And now Manning's made a mistake. He's gone back 2 spots. Burke has gone to second, Pagel to third. Jennings is there in fifth place. Sixth place would be the 21 of Andrew Cunningham. Back in seventh place after that will be Danny Harrison. Dean Sparrow is 8. But out in front, it's Stephen Laidlaw. He'll lead with 3 laps to go. The 2002 and 2003 national champion comes up the main straight out in front. Burke in second, Pagel third. Back then to Manning, Jennings. Sixth place is Cunningham. Harrison is next, then back to Dean Sparrow. Further back to Damien McAllister, Bruce Robb and Matthew Vickery. Down the back straight they go. Great battle now for second and third between Burke, and right behind Burke is Chris Pagel. The 21 car having some problems again as they move into the main straight with 2 to go. Out in front is Laidlaw, Burke, Pagel, Manning. White flag to come out next time around. No change in the order. So head down the back straight, 1 lap to go this time around. Our race leader is Stephen Laidlaw. Comes into the main straight, white flag is out. Second place is still Burke. Now Pagel sneaks up the inside. This is for second and third, out of turn 2. Burke trying to screw it down, can't do so. Pagel goes into second place. Back then to Lindsay Manning and Mark Jennings. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, from the back to the front. Wins heat number 3. Stephen Laidlaw first home. Superb drive. Laidlaw first, Pagel second. Third is Wayne Burke. Back to Lindsay Manning. Fifth place is Mark Jennings, then Harrison, Bruce Robb, Dean Sparrow. The 23 car is next of Damien McAllister. And spinning himself out half a lap behind everyone else with Matthew Vickery in the 75. And he'll be officially 10th. Andrew Cunningham didn't finish and neither did Ross McLean. No time for the race due to the couple.
Alrighty, Steve, very good drive from the rear.
Certainly was. Bit black, blick thick, but I think everybody's got the same track. So, look, just what it is, and we just work with what we got and what we can do. I'd just like to thank my pit crew for all their hard work in the last 4 months. A whole lot of them.
No worries. So you usually do pretty well up here at Wahgunyah, so you like the place?
I love it. that's all. I really do. It just a place I just like coming. The club makes you feel welcome, and the people in the past that have been at the club for the last 15 years always made you feel welcome, and I really mean that.
Yep. No worries. So well done. Good drive from the rear, and I hope you continue on for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Also, Matthew Hutchison, away and racing. Jeff Paul behind those 2 green cars and immediately going to the outside and taking the lead. Look out. It'll amount to naught. Matthew Hutchison and Keel Rosevear, the 2 green cars at the front. Lucky. Set for a start. Racing. Good start too. So head up the main straight the first time. Hutchison on the outside of Jeff Paul. Paul holds the lead. Mills is going wide. That's Trevor. We've got 2 around further back in the field, and that'll bring on the yellows again. Jeff Paul's car, incidentally, has slowed dramatically. I think that was before the yellows even came on. Start now. Heat number 4. The National Production Sedan title is back underway. Jacob Mills won't have it all his own way because Trevor has gone the doctor. Trevor Mills right round the outside. He may not lead, but he's going to be on the outside of Jacob in a moment. Didn't quite pay off. Hutchison back to second, but Trevor Mills will persist on the outside down into pits band. He does. Goes around the outside of Hutchison into second place. So it's a Mills 1-2. Jacob Mills in front, Trevor Mills second. Hutchison third, back to McAllister. Back in fifth place, Justin Hawkins, Mel Paul in sixth. Craig Orchard, Nino Mendez is on the outside of Mel Paul. Mendez backs it almost into the fence, goes back, or underneath goes Orchard. And last of all is Keel Rosevear. But it's Mills, 1 and 2. Jacob leading Trevor. Right behind them is Hutchison. McAllister is on the outside, going into fourth place on Hawkins. Hawkins back to fourth, McAllister back to fifth. It's Justin Hawkins and Craig McAllister. So go up into the top turn. Jacob Mills does the quick lap of the race at 25.909. Trevor Mills. All I know of Trevor, he's going to try an outside move here. Jacob Mills is holding them at bay. Mendez goes underneath into fifth place, but he dive bombs. Oh, Mills and Mills get stuck together. And, Hutchison takes the lead. The green lights don't remain on. The yellow lights come on. Yellow lights come on. And we've got a stoppage. Mills and Mills have brought themselves undone, I feel. And one of them has brought on the yellows. We'll wait for the steward to make the decision. Main straight. Back underway, green and racing. Well, Hutchison slowed them right up as they went green. Trouble further back as a result. Concertina effect. So go up into the top turn. Now Mills goes back into second place. So head down the back straight. So move out of turn number 4. Out in front, the 89 car, Matthew Hutchison. Mills back to Justin Hawkins. Mendez up to fifth place. So move out of turn 2 and down the back straight. It's a race in 4. The 11 car of Jacob Mills looking to get past Hutchison. In third place, it's Hawkins, then McAllister. 7 laps to go. Hutchison, Mills, Hawkins, McAllister. Back to Mendez in 5th place. Mendez has just done the quick lap of the race. Back to Trevor Mills, who's up there in 6th. Further back in the field, we'll come back to that, to Mel Paul, as the race has changed complexion as Jacob Mills has got under Hutchison. Moving up on the outside of Hawkins is McAllister. They're bunched up like bananas for the lead. Hawkins comes underneath of Hutchison. It's Mills, Hutchison, Hawkins and McAllister. 0.6 of a second separate the 4 of them. Past the halfway mark we go. Mendez is joining the picture, so too Trevor Mills. Going into second place now is Hawkins. Underneath of Hutchison. Jacob Mills in front. Hawkins. Here comes Mendez underneath of McAllister. Out of turn 4 they come. McAllister goes the outside of Hutchison. Mendez comes underneath of Hutchison. Mills comes underneath of McAllister. 5 of them locked together. Up behind the second place car of Justin Hawkins. Running wide was Hutchison. Mendez goes underneath of McAllister. Now he's looking to go underneath of Hutchison. McAllister 5th. Trevor Mills is going underneath McAllister. Plenty of moves there. There's a puddle somehow down there in the pits bend. Mendez to 4th. McAllister, then Mills. Back then to Paul. Orchard. And the last car running is Keel Rosevear. Out in front though. Jacob Mills out in front. Second place belongs to Justin Hawkins. Matthew Hutchison. Mendez looking to come underneath of Hutchison. Trevor Mills comes underneath of the 32 of McAllister. Jacob Mills out in front though with 3 to go. Justin Hawkins in second place. Back in third place is Matthew Hutchison. Fourth place the 2 car of Mendez. So they start to sort themselves out. Back to Trevor Mills. 6th place is McAllister, then Mel Paul. So move out of pits bend again. Mendez looking to come underneath of Hutchison as Trevor Mills runs wide. 2 to go for Jacob Mills. Out in front, Jacob Mills from Hawkins, Hutchison, Mendez. Back in 5th place. So white flag to come out next time around is Trevor Mills. Jacob Mills still out in front though. Close for the minor placings. Hawkins, Hutchison, Mendez. So white flag is out, 1 to go. Up the main straight, Mills still in front of Hawkins. Hutchison, Nino Mendez runs wide. Trevor Mills with a chance in 4th place. So go down the back straight the final time. But Jacob Mills is going to prevail. Bring him home, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Mills wins heat number 4 of the national title. Jacob Mills first, Hawkins second, Hutchison third, Mendez, Trevor Mills 5th. 6th place will go to McAllister. Back in 7th place will be Mel Paul. 8th will go to Craig Orchard. Keel Rosevear is 9th. No time for the race due to the stoppages. The margin is .964 and the quick lap of the race is a 25.772 by Nino Mendez.
So progress yourself up onto the front row for the start there.
Yeah, that was a bit of luck, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, everything's got to fall your way this weekend, mate. So you and the old man had a bit of a coming together down there in turn 4.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but he used to say to me, you know, you can't win in the first seat. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have a discussion when we get back to pits, I guess. But yeah, I'll get going and get the show on the road. But just before that, if I blow an engine or something happens go wrong this weekend, I'll just dedicate that big win to my brother. Just in case the big talk anyone something goes wrong, just dedicate to the friend. And yeah, we all miss him in the race team, and it's just not the same without him. But yeah, just thank you very much for going to Speedway and everyone who's stuck by me lately, and it means a lot. Thank you very much, everyone. And Gemma and Aaliyah, thanks girls, heaps. See you later.
So well done there, Jake. Hopefully it continues on for the rest of the weekend, and no doubt you and your old man will have a bit of a chat when you get back to the pits.
Out of turn 4 they come. 12 laps the journey. Green lights are activated. We're away and racing. Hutchison and Wilson lead them up the main straight the first time. Yellow lights have come on. Yellow lights are on. Well, they're still racing, but the yellow lights are on. I'm positive the yellow lights are on. No, the green lights are now on. The race continues. They didn't slow down, but anyway, we'll continue on. Out in front is Hutchison from Wilson Barklam. No one slowed down as they head down the back straight. Here comes Barklam down the back straight underneath of Wilson. Wilson's still there in 2nd place. They move out of turns 3 and 4 into the main straight. Hutchison, Wilson, Barklam, Clapham behind them. Hodak, Johnny Ralph in that lead group as well. Hutchison by car length. 2nd place is Adam Wilson, Paul Barklam, Lindsay Clapham in 4th has done the quick lap of the race. So they storm down the back straight back to Johnny Ralph in 5th, Hodak in 6th, and then back to Harper in 7th. Out in front though, still leading them, Bradley Hutchison from Adam Wilson, Paul Barklam. 4th place at 25 of Lindsay Clapham. Adam Wilson does the quick lap of the race. Out in front, Bradley Hutchison. No, he's not. He's lost the lead. Adam Wilson takes up the running. 2nd place is Wilson. Barklam in 3rd. Clapham back in 4th place. 5th place, Johnny Ralph. Hodak under pressure. He's under pressure from Brendan Harper. Up the main straight they come. 4 laps down and 8 to go. Wilson, Hutchison, Barklam, Clapham, then Ralph in 5th place. So move down out of turn number 2. The battle is for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Adam Wilson out in front. Bradley Hutchison in 2nd. 3rd place is still that of Paul Barklam, then Lindsay Clapham. Clapham looking to come underneath of Barklam. Up the main straight, another lap put together by a race leader, Adam Wilson. Barklam goes into 2nd place now. Barklam, then Hutchison 3rd. Clapham 4th, and then back to Ralph, Harper, Hodak. Snowden the next one through. After Darren Snowden is Monique Bailey, Karen Bailey and Heath Bunting. Up into Pitts Bend they go. 6 laps down and 6 to go. It might be a little bit early to say it, but could this one go the distance? Up the main straight, Adam Wilson out in front from Barklam Hutchison. Clapham in fourth, then Johnny Ralph. Up into the top turn. Adam Wilson leads by 1.2 seconds. Paul Barklam is the danger. He's starting to close the gap a little bit. Back in third is Hutchison. Bradley Hutchison up there in third place. Clapham in fourth, a few car lengths back in fifth is Johnny Ralph. So they come into the main straight with 5 to go. Adam Wilson, Barklam, Bradley Hutchison, Clapham, Ralph. No change in the order. The margin's 1.2 seconds. After that it's Harper, Snowden, Hodak, Monique Bailey, Karen Bailey and Heath Bunting at the tail. Down the back straight once again. Out in front, Adam Wilson will come up with 4 to go. Paul Barklam still in second place. The margin the last time around was 1.2 seconds. This time the margin is 1.3 seconds, so he's not making any advantage. Lindsay Clapham does a quick lap of the race at 26.042. He's in fourth place, looking to come underneath of Bradley Hutchison. They'll come up this time with 3 laps to go. They're coming up behind Bunting at the tail. He gets the passing flag. Wilson out in front. Barklam in second place. Wilson's extended his margin. Bradley Hutchison still third. Lindsay Clapham, Johnny Ralph, Brendan Harper, Darren Snowden, James Hodak. There's a battle there for 5th and 6th between Ralph and Harper. Harper the inside, Ralph on the outside. Adam Wilson comes up with 2 to go. Still that battle rages for 5th and 6th as the 4th place car spins. Gets himself out of the way. Race continues. The 25 car gets himself back in the race. That's Lindsay Clapham. 1.5 laps left to go. Adam Wilson out in front. White flag to come out this time around. We might get a race that goes all dozen laps without a stoppage, though we've had a couple of hairy moments. Wilson, Barklam, Hutchison. 4th place now is the 49er Johnny Ralph, then Brendan Harper. Snowden, then back to Hodak. Then Clapham in 8th place. So go down the back straight the final time. It took to heat number 5, ladies and gentlemen. We've got one that's going to go all 12 laps. Adam Wilson is first home. Adam Wilson wins heat number 5. 2nd place goes to Paul Barklam. 3rd place will go to Bradley Hutchison. 4th place is up for dispute right to the end. Johnny Ralph is 4th, Brendan Harper 5th, Darren Snowden 6th. Back in 7th place, the 25 of Lindsay Clapham. 8th place is going to be the 79 car of Monique Bailey. James Hodak is up in the fence. Up there he rejoins now, but he's going to finish in 10th as a result. Karen Bailey's
with no number, and the 55 there of Trevor Perry on the outside, but they're away. Travis Florimel jumps them on the start. Up into second is Chris Fowler. On the outside, the 47 there of Louis Rodriguez working his way through. So it's Rodriguez up into third. Shellcraft got the 50 there of Jason Crawford working his way up as well. But showing them all a clean set of heels at the moment is Florimel. So then back to the 13 of Fowler. 47 of Rodriguez. Then back to the 15 of Shellcraft. Shellcraft and the 50 of Jason Crawford working his way up. But Travis Florimel showing them how it's done in the lead at the moment. Fowler still holding down second. Rodriguez. Then up to Shellcraft. The 50 there of Jason Crawford. The 52 of Sean Denning coming under pressure there from the 55 of Trevor Perry. Perry works his way past. But down the front straightaway, or working their way onto the front straightaway now, is the Travis Florimel. Crawford. Then back to Rodriguez. Shellcraft. Crawford. The 55 there of Perry. Then back to 52 of Denning and the 9. Sort that out later. So it's the 81 though of Travis Florimel. Then the 13 of Chris Fowler coming under pressure from Rodriguez. Shellcraft in there as well. Jason Crawford got a line of 4 as they go up into turn 1. Still at the 81 of Florimel out in the lead though. Then Rodriguez coming up onto the back of Crawford. Got the 15 there of Shellcraft battling down to get the inside of Rodriguez. So it's Shellcraft up into third. Rodriguez relegated to fourth. Then back to Crawford. Then it's Trevor Perry in the 55. The 9 of Greg Campbell and the 52 there of Sean Denning. But well and truly out in the lead. It is Travis Florimel in the 81. Crawford holding down second. Shellcraft there in third. Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming under pressure from Crawford. That time down the front straight away. And it's the 55 there of Trevor Perry. Working his way up high. Loses a bit of ground coming out of turn 2. Florimel showing him how it's done out in the lead though. Crawford under pressure from the 13 of Shell, the 15 of Shellcraft there. Rodriguez. Jason Crawford losing a bit of ground there, and Trevor Perry in the 55 working his way through. As we come around though, it is Shellcraft moving up onto the back of the Fowler machine there. It's a ding-dong battle between the 13 and the 15 there. Rodriguez buying back into the argument. At the 50 of Crawford in there as well. Then Trevor Perry. So that was it of the checkered flat.
Into the main straight they come. Green lights are activated, good start. McAllister and Burke, Brett Norman. McAllister didn't get the best of starts and Burke goes to the lead. As they go up into turn number 1, which is a long way away. Lindsay Manning spins, does a 360, gets collected along the way. The yellow lights come on. Or do they? No, they haven't come on. The greens are still on. The race continues. I thought I saw a yellow, but I didn't. Manning has slowed right down though. Burke is your leader. Brett Norman second, Harrison third. McAllister slowed down somewhat. Now the yellows have come on. And we'll do it all over again. Lindsay Manning takes the car to the infield. Still didn't get the best of starts the first time around. Good dispatch once again. So head up the main straight. Wayne Burke gets the best of it again. McAllister in second place. So go up into turn number 1. Up there in third place, Brett Norman, Lindsay Manning fourth. As they head out of turn number 2, Danny Harrison runs wide. So go down the back straight as the 88 car in third place, Lindsay Manning comes underneath of Brett Norman. Norman fights back as they come out of Pitts Bend and stays in third place. But our race leader is Wayne Burke. The car in second place has gone very wide indeed. That's McAllister. That's allowed Norman to go into second, Manning to third, McAllister back to fourth. Harrison, then Hawkins, Mel Paul, Alex Cheney. As they head up into the top turn, back into Ray Asher, Jack Milthorpe and Tom Barnard. So out in front it's Wayne Burke. Brett Norman in second place, Manning third. Moving into fourth place now, Danny Harrison. Back to McAllister in fifth place. Behind McAllister will be Justin Hawkins and Mel Paul. So 3 wide up the main straight. McAllister's going backwards. Mel Paul's made up a couple of spots as they move up the main straight. Paul's gone into fifth place. He's got Justin Hawkins on his outside. Hawkins fights back once again. And right in front of Hawkins is the 24 of Danny Harrison. The lead 3 cars have split the scene. Harrison fourth, Hawkins, Mel Paul. Also there is McAllister. Ray Asher comes underneath McAllister, coming up on the outside. One car hits the fence, that's the 16 of Alex Cheney. Jack Milthorpe's in that group as well. But out in front it's Wayne Burke. Brett Norman's done the quick lap of the race. He's there in second place. Third place is Lindsay Manning. Fourth place belongs to Danny Harrison and Justin Hawkins. In fact, Hawkins is now in fourth, Harrison back to fifth. So move into the main straight. We've got 8 laps to go, 4 down and 8 to go. Wayne Burke has now done the quick lap of the race. Second place, Brett Norman. Third place, Lindsay Manning, then Justin Hawkins. Fifth place, Danny Harrison. Mel Paul sixth. He's under pressure there from Damien McAllister and Ray Asher. Behind them would be Jack Milthorpe, Alex Cheney, and at the tail it's Tom Barnard. Up the main straight, 7 laps to go. Wayne Burke does another quick lap. Norman second. Third place Manning, Hawkins, Harrison, Mel Paul in sixth place. As they head down the back straight once again, Wayne Burke well in charge, 2 seconds ahead of Brent Norman, who's the same margin ahead of Lindsay Manning, who's the same margin ahead of Justin Hawkins. Back then to Danny Harrison is behind him. So move up the main straight at the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Out in front, Burke, Norman, Manning, Hawkins. Back then to Harrison in 5th place. Back then in 6th place, Mel Paul, Ray Usher, Milthorpe, Cheney, Damien McAllister and Tom Barnard. So good battle for 5th through about 9th at the moment. But our leader Wayne Burke well clear with 5 to go. As he moves into the main straight, cruising on a Friday afternoon. Norman second, the margin's 2.1 seconds. Oh, Hawkins here in 4th place, hits the fence. Another one's gone further back in the field. Yellow lights have come on. It's the 5 of Jack Milthorpe who's spun up in turn 4. And we've got a stoppage in heat number 6. 6 down and 6 to go. All about set to go. Green lights are back on, they're away and racing. Wayne Burke leads them up the main straight. In 2nd place it's Brent Norman, then Lindsay Manning. 4th place Justin Hawkins. Danny Harrison making the first move, trying to get underneath the Hawkins. This is for 4th and 5th. They level up going into turn number 3. Also Usher is right there with Mel Paul. That's for 6 and 7. Oh, trouble. Trouble, big trouble. 56 car spun. Justin Hawkins. And then in spinning backwards to try and reverse off the track, he was collected by other cars. And the back of the car is falling apart. Into the main straight, the green lights come on. Burke leads Norman. Manning back in 4th place, Harrison. So move up the main straight on this restart. And again, he gets away, does Wayne Burke. One car has gone back a couple of spots. That would be Mel Paul. Goes back to 6th place, but a race leader comes out of Pitts Bend is Wayne Burke with 4 laps to go. Brent Norman in 2nd place. As they come into the main straight, 3rd place is Manning. Harrison back to Usher in 5th. Mel Paul with panels hanging off, he's in 6th place. Then McAllister, then Cheney, and at the tail of the field is who's at the tail at the moment? Justin Hawkins. They head down the back straight. The battle is for 4th once again. Also 2nd and 3rd now becoming interesting. Norman and Manning. They come into the main straight with a couple to go. 3 to go, in fact. Burke, Norman, Manning. A gap to Harrison and Usher. Then a gap to Paul McAllister. The 16 car of Cheney and Hawkins. Down out of turn number 2 they go once again, and up the back straight. Out in front it's Wayne Burke. Here's the battle. Manning comes underneath of Norman. This is up in Pitts Bend. 4th and 5th also side by side. They come up with 2 to go this time around. Out in front Wayne Burke. Manning and Norman side by side up this long straight for 2nd and 3rd. 4th and 5th is Harrison and Usher. And also a good battle for 6th and 7th. They're paired off all of a sudden, apart from our leader. As Usher goes up underneath of Harrison, that's for 4th. Oops, and there's a pile up further back. Mel Paul has spun around. Mel Paul has spun around, and then McAllister made contact, and the yellows are on. And we've got a stoppage again. Mel Paul's car starting to look very second-hand up there. He's put the car on the end. Lindsay Manning still 3rd. The green lights are on once again. Heat 6 of the national title. Wayne Burke leads them up the main straight from Brent Norman. Back in 3rd place, Lindsay Manning, then Danny Harrison. Usher in 5th place as they go up into turn number 2. And they safely get through there. The white flag to come out this time around. Out in front is the 7 of Wayne Burke. He leads them into the main straight. The white flag is out. We're homeward bound. Brent Norman in 2nd place. Manning 3rd. Harrison, Usher. Back to McAllister. Some very second-hand looking race cars in this one. Burke leads them out in front. Norman in 2nd place, then Lindsay Manning, then Danny Harrison. Usher in 5th place. Wayne Burke has led from the get-go. Looks as though he's going to take this one out. Out of turn 4 he comes. Checkered flag is on display. And Wayne Burke wins a very long heat number 6. Brett Norman second. Lindsay Manning third. Back then to Danny Harrison, Ray Usher, Damien McAllister, Alex Cheney and Mel Paul.
Pretty hectic at the start there. Wet straights, dry turns. Yeah, it was a handful there at the start, but in the end it started coming on a little bit.
So, whereabouts you from?
From Leeton, which is only about 2 hours down the road here, so this is pretty much my second home track. And first of all, I'd like to thank NA3 Refrigeration. You guys are awesome. You do an awesome job with me. Took me to Western Australia last year. We're going all right so far this weekend. And the other sponsors, Bowl Smash, Harrison Produce, and all the crew and all my fans. Thank you.
So, so you see you here fairly regularly, so you like the track?
Yeah, it's not a bad track. It's pretty slick out there at the moment. You've got to expect that in this heat. So yeah, we'll go back and we'll do a couple of more little tweaks to it and see if we can get this heat going around a bit better.
No worries. Well done, Wayne. All right. Good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Into the main straight we come. Looks like a good start to it is. Wes Barnes and the 79 and Monique Bailey lead them up the main straight the first time. There's a traffic jam behind them and there's a black car going right round the outside, which is Trevor Mills. We've got one going in reverse, so up to the fence. So head down the back straight. Trevor Mills makes it 3 wide, goes right round them all. The yellow lights have come on. Barnes and Bailey, 2 yellow cars. Wes Barnes got the best of the dispatch. Up there in third place is Bradley Hutchison, goes into second pretty quickly. Diving to the inside this time was Trevor Mills, has gone past a couple. One car's hit the fence up there, which has helped him get around. Well, sort of. That's Pagel. But he's gone back to second last. Our race leader is Wes Barnes. Hutchison in second place. Third place is Matthew Hutchison. So Bradley and Matthew out there running second and third. Trevor Mills comes up underneath the Terry Mullock and goes into fourth. Back in sixth place is Monique Bailey, Lindsay Clapham, Steve Downs, who won a race earlier on this afternoon. Back then to Chris Pagel, Karen Bailey at the tail. So head down the back straight once again. 3 wide. Mills goes underneath both the Hutchisons and goes into second place. Dive bombed the pair of them and made a great move out at turn 4. Goes into second place. Hutchie on the inside is the 89 of Matthew. Bradley back to fourth. Mullock is there in fifth place. And the 22 of Chris Pagel is on the infield and out of the race. A broken front right, so he's gone as Mills is out after Barnes. Down the back straight, he's going to do the same as he did on the Hutchisons the last time around. Barnes is up to it though, is able to block the move. They come out at turn 4. Wes Barnes out in front. Mills in second place. Hutchison in third. That's the 89 of Matthew. Back in fourth now is Mullock. Back in fifth is Bradley Hutchison. Steve Downs back in seventh place. Has just done the quick lap of the race though. Back in eighth place, Monique Bailey and Karen Bailey at the tail. Out in front though, Wes Barnes is your race leader. Wes Barnes leads. Trevor Mills in second place, and I'll tell you what, Matthew Hutchison back there in third, not letting Mills or Barnes get away. So we come up the main straight with 4 down and 8 to go. Back to Mullock in fourth, then in fifth place is Bradley Hutchison and Lindsay Clapham. Good battle there, third for fourth, fifth and sixth. And behind them is Steve Downs. Oh, they're 3 wide now for fourth. And there was a big move there. Mullock has gone back to sixth, and Lindsay Clapham went into fourth. Out in front, it's a battle for first though. Wes Barnes just ahead of Mills and Hutchison. The 89 variety of Matthew. 7 to go. Clapham's gone to fourth. Downs does another quick lap. He's up to fifth now. Mills on the back end of Barnes. Matthew Hutchison on the back end of Mills. Down the back straight, Trevor Mills this time looking for an outside move on Wes Barnes. Barnes still in front and Hutchison gives Mills the hurry up. Out at turn 4 they come. Oops, and the 41 goes. Bradley Hutchison spins up there in Pitts Bend. The green lights remain on and he continues. Mills goes into the back of Barnes. Barnes gets offline as a result. Mills hits the front. So Mills now in front. Barnes back to second. Here comes Matthew Hutchison now under Barnes as they go up into turn 3. Behind them is Clapham and also Downs. They come out at turn number 4 with 5 laps to go. Out in front, Trevor Mills, Barnes, Hutchison, back to Clapham and Downs, and long gap to the rest of the Mullock in 6th place. Back in 7th place would be the 13 car of Karen Bailey, then Monique Bailey, Bradley Hutchison. As they head down the back straight once again, there'll be 4 to go this time around for our race leader in Trevor Mills. 2nd place, Wes Barnes. Matthew Hutchison right there with him. Steve Downs is there in 4th place. And in 5th place, it's Lindsay Clapham. 4 to go. Trevor Mills out in front. Started out of position number 8. Has a handy lead. Back in 2nd place is Wes Barnes. 3rd place, Matthew Hutchison and Steve Downs. Great battle developing for the minor placings as the laps tick by. They come out of pits bend. Barnes in 2nd place. Hutchison, Downs trying to get underneath of Hutchison. Into the main straight they come, and Lindsay Clapham with them. A long gap back to the rest of them. 3 to go though. The margin's 2.2 seconds. Our race leader has over 2nd place, which is that of Wes Barnes. Hutchison 3rd. Back in 4th place would be Downs, and then back to Clapham in 5th. A gap back to the rest of them, headed by Terry Mallock. Our race leader is Mills. Downs coming underneath of Hutchison. That's for 3rd and 4th. Downs into 3rd place now. Barnes still in 2nd. Ahead of that battle, and in 5th place Clapham. Back to Terry Mallock in 6th place. Back then in 7th place, it's Bailey Karen. Bailey Monique is 8th, and then back to Bradley Hutchison. White flag comes out, 1 to go. Heat number 7 of the national title for production sedans. Trevor Mills out in front. Barnes, Downs, Matthew Hutchison, Lindsay Clapham. Oops, there goes Terry Mallock in 6th, reverses out of harm's way. The race continues. Down the back straight for the final time. Great battle now for 2nd. Here comes Steve Downs. Gets under Barnes in turn 3 the last time. Here's the winner through though. First across the line, Trevor Mills. Great drive by Steve Downs. Gets into 2nd. Barnes 3rd. Back to Matthew Hutchison and Lindsay Clapham. A long way back to the rest of them. Oh, more trouble. 41 spins again. Was there contact? Not sure. 6th is going to be Karen Bailey. Monique Bailey 7th across the line. Back into the 41 of Bradley Hutchison, Terry Mallock.
Yeah, it's a real tricky track at the moment. Really slick, really hard to drive on. I don't think I've ever seen it so slick, but anyway. It's the same for everyone, so we just got to work it out. Yeah, we had trouble with the car, new car. It wasn't right in the first heat. The old mate, Chief Stewart, thought I'd put me rear, that's all right.
So just get your take on that. You and young Jake come together down there in turn 4. So just one of those things.
Oh, it's one of those things, you know. Bloody, you get to put up with that. I'm used to it now, so yeah, we'll just go rear and do it all again, you know. It's just, they like to make me do things the hard way, but that's all right. That's what I'm used to doing that.
So give the wall a bit of a tap over there at the Wahgunyah sign there on the back straightaway there during the heat.
Yeah, I've got to be excited, yeah. But that's all right. We moved on, so the job's right. Might have bent something right into it, so the job's right.
No worries, yep. Well done for the rest of the weekend.
No worries, I'll need it. Be a lot of unhappy people at the end of the weekend, I'll tell you.
No worries, well done,
Car number 91 will lead them into the main straight. Car 81 on the roof with Croker on his outside. 81 and 51, a drag race up the main straight into turn 1. Croker leads, Sparrow leads. Croker is on the outside. Coming through there would be Johnny Ralph in the 49, splits up Sparrow and Croker. And the car to watch out for is the car in 4th place at 3 of Stephen Laidlaw. Croker goes back into 2nd place. Ralph is on the inside. Out in front though, Dean Sparrow leads. You can't miss him. Fluoro orange. Up in 2nd place, Johnny Ralph on the outside, Stephen Laidlaw. 4th place now, looks as though it could be Craig Orchard. Coming through now, Mendez goes into 4th, Orchard back to 5th. Croker back there in 6th place. Out in front though, Dean Sparrow leads this one through. The little Tirana going gangbusters at the moment. Here comes Laidlaw up on the outside. Mendez moves up into 3rd place. Laidlaw has the quick lap of the race at 25.863. Further back of the field, drama here for Heath Bunting, but he's okay as Laidlaw moves up on the inside of Dean Sparrow. Laidlaw takes the lead. Sparrow goes back to 2nd place. Mendez in 3rd, back to Johnny Ralph. Orchard 5th and Croker 6th. Selena Jennings, Kane McDermott is back there in 8th place. So they come into the main straight. Back then to McAllister and the 35 car of Daniel Creek. And back then to Bunting at the tail. Out in front though, our race leader is car 3, Stephen Laidlaw. Starting to split the scene. Sparrow there in 2nd place. Mendes has made up some ground. He's there in 3rd. Back then to Johnny Ralph. 5th place is Craig Orchard, and then to McDermott. Back then to Selena Jennings in next place. Daniel Creek, McAllister, Croker, and Bunting will round out the field. 7.5 laps left to go in heat number 8 of the national title. Stephen Laidlaw looking to become the first driver to win 2 consecutive heats. Doing a great job out in front. Sparrow in 2nd, Mendes 3rd. 4th place the 49 car of Johnny Ralph. McDermott 5th. Mendes looking now on the outside of Sparrow. That's for 2nd and 3rd. Sparrow in the little Tirana in 2nd. Mendes comes up on the inside. Sparrow pokes the nose back around the outside. Hasn't buttoned off, and Sparrow back in 2nd place. So it's Laidlaw, Sparrow, Mendes, McDermott 4th. 5th place behind McDermott is the 49 car of Johnny Ralph. McDermott started out at 9, so a good drive from him to move up to 4th place. But Stephen Laidlaw has split the scene. He's 2.3 seconds out in front. Mendes is now going to go the outside of Sparrow. This is for 2nd and 3rd. Great action. Sparrow holds him off again. Sparrow's still in 2nd place. Mendes will have to try something else. He's tried the inside, that didn't work. He's tried the outside, that didn't work. Kane McDermott now the quick lap of the race at 25.6. Laidlaw, not the quickest out there, but he's getting away from them because Sparrow and Mendes have been fighting for the lead. There'll be 4 to go this time around. Mendes has smoke coming out the back end of car 2. Oops, trouble. Johnny Ralph spins. Yellow lights come on. Johnny Ralph spins here in heat 8. And we've got a stoppage. Sparrow, Mendes, McDermott. Here we go. Into the main straight. Greens are activated. Laidlaw leads them up the main straight from Sparrow, Mendes and McDermott. First move, it's a helter-skelter move from Daniel Creek underneath Selena Jennings. Tried to get under Orchard as well. Didn't pay off. Jennings comes back around the outside. One car's hit the fence, that's Croker. But he is A-OK. They're 3 wide further back. That's Creek now coming the outside of Orchard. Laidlaw leads, Sparrow in 2nd. Mendes comes underneath the Sparrow going up into turn 1. Sparrow might go back to 4th here because McDermott's there as well. Mendes, he's off the curb. McDermott goes under Sparrow and Mendes. Goes into 2nd place. Mendes back to 3rd. Sparrow to 4th. McAllister's 5th. Daniel Creek is 6th. As they move out of Pitts Bend once again, the lap's ticking by, 3 to go. Laidlaw, McDermott, Mendes, great drive by McDermott, up there in 2nd place out of starting from 9. Mendes back there in 3rd, then Sparrow, McAllister, Creek, Croker, Ralph, Orchard, Selena Jennings has gone back to 2nd last, and Heath Bunting. They now come into the shade, into the main straight. Laidlaw, McDermott, Mendes and Sparrow. 5th place, McAllister, Daniel Creek. A very bent up Johnny Ralph in 7th. 8th place is Brent Croker. As they head down the back straight once again, the white flag to come out next time around. Spread out like Brown's cows in the concluding stages. Half a lap first to last, which is a long way in a track this size. Laidlaw leads, McDermott in 2nd, Mendes 3rd, Sparrow, McAllister. Back then to Daniel Creek in 6th, Johnny Ralph, Croker, Jennings. Back then to Orchard and Bunting. But down the back straight the final time, I reckon that could be the way they finish. They're all evenly spaced. 2 wins from 2 starts for this man though. As they come into the main straight, checker flag is out, Laidlaw wins. Laidlaw takes the win for McDermott. Mendes 3rd, Sparrow 4th. 5th place will be close. McAllister then Creek. Ralph, Selena Jennings makes up a spot. Croker back to 9th. Back then to...
Everything must be going according to plan.
Yeah, pretty much. Been a little bit lucky. Had that rear one, and that's out of 6. I got a little bit of steering hassle. I must have got a knock in the front and it's knocked the wheel alignment out on it, I think. But yeah, no, the boys, like I said before, just can't appreciate what they do for me. And Wahgunyah's always been a great club, and I just hope it keeps going well for them all weekend.
No worries. Well done, and hopefully things keep going the way they're going for you. So good luck, and see you at your next heat.
Looks like it'll be a perfect start as they come into the front straight. Water just applied high on the track. The green lights are on. Good start by Aldridge in car number 36 as they head up the main straight the first time. Jacob Mills goes into second place. Aldridge is going to spin just about in front of the lead. Gets through. Mills is inconvenienced, but the race continues. Henshaw comes around the outside, moves into third place. Also coming through, Jason Boardman underneath of Adam Wilson, but out in front it's Mark Jennings who's going to lead the first lap. Mark Jennings in car number 61. Second place is Aldridge. Back to Henshaw. Jacob Mills, then back in 5th place. Adam Wilson, Jason Boardman, Paul Barkman. Jeff Paul's made up a few spots. He's up to 8th. Matthew Vickery, Keel Rosevere and Gemma Laidlaw. Down the back straight, which is still bathed in sunshine. Out in front, it's Paul Jennings. Mark Jennings out in front. I don't know where I got Paul from. Mark Jennings out in front, second place. It's Aldridge, Daniel Henshaw, Jacob Mills, then Jason Boardman, Paul Barklam, and Adam Wilson. I do know of Paul Jennings, but he'd never raced Speedway, that's for sure. As they head down the back straight once again. Moves out at turn number 4. Mark Jennings just in front. Oh, he's only just in front. He got super sideways. Trying to come underneath was Aldridge. Had to stop and prop. Henshaw nearly went under both of them. Back in 4th place, Jacob Mills. A little bit of a gap in 5th place to Boardman. Barklam, we got one's done a 360 up there. So head out at turn number 2. It's Jason Boardman who has stopped the race. Yellow lights have come on and Mills is also slowing right down. Boardman has restarted. Yellow lights are on. Some of the drivers are hard of hearing. Trevor Mills has a flat tyre. Aldridge, Henshaw. Up to 4th place now will be Barklam. They're away. Green lights are on. Past the stick. Oh, someone's hit it. Someone has hit the cone. I'm not sure who. The second place car has hit the cone. That's the word we're getting through. Aldridge hit it. The cone has been dilapidated. It's been knocked in half. It's been decapitated. The cone as they move out of turn 3 and 4. So Aldridge is in a bit of trouble here as they come into the main straight. The race leader is Jennings from Aldridge. Back to Henshaw, Barklam. 5th place is Wilson, then Jeff Paul, Vickery and then Rosevere. Nothing separating the first 6 cars though. As they head down the back straight, Jennings is not going all that quickly. Trying to find a way through is Aldridge. Henshaw right there too, Barklam and Wilson and also Jeff Paul. They're stacked up behind the leader. So come into the main straight with 7 to go and 1 is gone. Henshaw spins. Not sure if he was helped or not. The green lights remain on. Yellow lights have come on. Oh, they're absolutely crawling, racing. Jennings leads them up the main straight. In second place is Daniel Henshaw as they move into turn 1 and 2. Henshaw right up behind Jennings. Jeff Paul has come from the back of the field to be in 3rd. He started out of 11. He's making his way through. Adam Wilson's on the outside, so a great battle for 3rd and 4th. Also for 5th and 6th, Rosevere has moved up underneath to go into 5th place, though Vickery has fought back. Henshaw still trying to get past Jennings. Now something's gone wrong with Jeff Paul. He's gone to 5th now, as Wilson's taken 3rd. Vickery's gone to 4th. And I tell you what, it's on for young and old now. Henshaw out after our leader. Goes around the outside. into turn 3, still on the outside of Jennings. Henshaw comes around the outside of Jennings and takes the lead. So Daniel Henshaw from Queensland is your race leader. Jennings in second place. Back then in third place it's Wilson. Vickery fourth, Jeff Paul fifth, Rosevere. Back into Paul Barklam, Aldridge, Laidlaw, and Jason Portman's got damage to the front end and he'll finish at the back. Daniel Henshaw's done a 26.185, the quickest lap of the race. Our race leader is Henshaw. Back in second place it is still Jennings. Third place Wilson. Here comes 54. Back under Vickery. That's Jeff Paul. So Paul back to fourth now. Behind Vickery in sixth place is Rosevere. Then Barklam, Aldridge, Laidlaw, and Boardman is being lapped, crawling over there on the back straight. Out of Pittsbend they come again. There'll be 3 to go this time around at heat number 9 of the national title. Henshaw leads. Jennings. Third place is Wilson. Then the main body of the field. 5 cars fighting for 4th through 8th place. Down the back straight they go. Henshaw out in front from Jennings. Third place still the 34 of Wilson. Fourth place is Jeff Paul, Vickery, Rosevere. Behind Rosevere in seventh place would be seventh place is now Aldridge. Then back to Barklam. The battle is on for second now. Wilson challenging Jennings. The white flag to come out next time around. Henshaw's doing the quick laps of the race. Out at 3 and 4 they come again. The white flag on display. And Daniel Henshaw looking the goods here in heat number 9. 1 lap to go. Jennings in second, Wilson third. Fourth place is Paul. Fifth place, Vickery. As they come underneath the ailing Boardman. Down the back straight the final time. Wilson still trying to get under Jennings. Can't get it done there out at turn 2. Where the Queenslanders in Wahgunyah Speedway tonight. Put your hands together for him. He's first home. Fans are up there on the hill. Henshaw first. Second goes to Jennings. Third goes to Wilson. Blanket go for the minors. Paul fourth. Vickery fifth. Aldridge sixth. Back then to Rosevere and Barklam. Gemma Laidlaw.
Righty, Daniel, soon to be enjoying yourself out there.
Yeah, no, it was real good. Car was awesome then. It was great.
Another good hoot race. So, how do you think you're going to go for the weekend?
Judging off that one, hopefully good, but we'll just see how we go. There's a lot of competition here, so just keep tweaking it. Hopefully we come through in the end.
Whereabouts are you from?
Gympie, Queensland, so about 1,500 k's away. So. Yeah, so hopefully it's worth the trip. So
hopefully you can keep it up for the rest of the weekend. So well done, and one more to go tonight. So good starting position for that one.
No, 11 in that one. So I've had me 2 good ones in the first 2 heats. So just make up as many positions as we can and go from there.
No worries. Well, good luck.
Qualifying heat of round 2. It's heat 12. The green lights are activated. Harper and Rick Massara lead them up the main straight the first time. Harper on the inside, Rick Massara the outside. Rod Massara could come under both of them, or maybe it'll be somebody else. It may be the someone else of Darren Snowden. We've got cars around. Snowden did take the lead. Hodak hit the fence. Also around is the 71 of Rick Massara. Oh, they both missed the start. Snowden's taken the lead. And the yellow lights come on. Yellows are on. Stewart wasn't happy. They're not. They are now. As the green lights come on. Rod and Rick Massara up into turn number 1. Rick hasn't had the best of weekends. He crashed in practice yesterday and he's in the fence again. And he's hit the fence pretty heavily. Yellow lights will be on. When it's not your day, it's not your day. And he's got some damage to the 71 car as he slid straight up into the concrete. Set for a start. Only 6 cars left. Rod Massara leads Stewart, forcing up the main straight. Darren Snowden's already moved into third, and Tim Green is up there in 4th place. This would still be a ripper race as they move out of turn 2. Massara, Fawcett, Snowden and Tim Green down into turn number 3. This is to complete lap number 1 of 12, which has been a carnage-riddled affair. So come into the main straight. Stuart Fawcett now sneaks up the inside of Rod Massara. So go up into turn number 1. Massara's able to head off the challenge. The West Australian leading at this stage. Back to Snowden in third and Tim Green right there as well, the national champion. Back to Charlie Ball, and at the tail it's Nathan Hawkins. Into turn 3. Rod Massara leads. Here's the battle for third and fourth as well. Into the main straight they come. Massara, Fawcett, Snowden, Green, Charlie Ball in 5th place. Back in 6th place, the 6th car of Nathan Hawkins. So they go up into the top turn. Out of turn number 2 and down the back straight, the national champion has another go. Looking to get underneath the Darren Snowden, couldn't get the job done. So come out of 3 and 4 once again. There'll be 9 laps to go in heat number 12. Snowden's run wide this time and Tim Green's through. Charlie Ball might get through as well, he does. So head up into the top turn. Massara and Fawcett are clear. Tim Green now gets through into 3rd and he gets away from Charlie Ball. Snowden back in 5th and at the tail it's Nathan Hawkins. Down into turn 3, out in front it's Rod Massara. 2nd place it's Stuart Fawcett. So come into the main straight to complete another lap. Back in 3rd place Tim Green, then Ball, then Snowden and Hawkins. 8 laps to go, 7.5 now. So go down the back straight at Wahgunyah. 680 metres, a very big racetrack. And Rod Massara has a handy lead coming out of turn 4 with 5 down and 7 to go in a very depleted field. Half the field either didn't start or haven't finished. Stuart Fawcett closes the gap. Back in 3rd place is still the Australian champ, Tim Green. A gap back to Charlie Ball. Back then further Snowden and Hawkins. The battles for the leaders though. The 12 car leads into the main straight. Massara, Fawcett, Tim Green back there in 3rd at the halfway mark. Charlie Ball a distant 4th, Snowden a distant 5th, and behind him is Hawkins. Back down the back straight, Massara is your leader. So we move into 2nd place. There's Stuart Fawcett doing a good job, trying to mow down our leader with 5 to go. 3rd place is Tim Green. A long way back then to Ball, Snowden and Hawkins, but they're going to get some decent points for finishing 4th, 5th and 6th, that's for sure. Down the back straight they go. Still Massara leads. Fawcett not that far behind. And the national champion, they're in 3rd place. Tim Green starting to close the gap. Massara's lead was 0.7 of a second. It's down to 0.4. Stuart Fawcett closes now. A car length in it. As they go out of turn number 2. Massara just ahead of Stuart Fawcett. Tim Green back there in 3rd. So Rod Massara putters just about tonks out of turn 3 and 4. Crawls out of 3 and 4. But he still holds Fawcett. 3 to go. That was a 26-second lap. Rod Massara holding off Fawcett. Yep, the tyres are going, that's for sure. Fawcett all over the back end of Rod Massara. Tim Green back there in 3rd. 4th place Charlie Ball. Massara crawls out of 3 and 4 again. Fawcett right behind him. Massara leads with 2 to go. Couple of car lengths in it. Massara, Fawcett, back to Tim Green. What's Fawcett got with 2 laps to go? Can he pass Rod Massara? 5th place is where the action is all of a sudden. Hawkins has gone to 5th. And 6th is Snowden. White flag to come out. Heat number 10 is a lap to go. Tim Green is closing on our leaders. Rod Massara out in front. Stuart Fawcett in 2nd place. 3rd place is Tim Green, a long way back to the rest of them. Up into the top turn, the final time. Massara is off the curb. Stuart Fawcett can't close the gap at this point. 3rd place is Tim Green. Down the back they go the final time, and Rod Massara I think is going to prevail in a slowly run race, but he's going to get the chocolates. First home is Rod Massara. Second place will go to Stuart Fawcett, and Tim Green closed in the concluding stages. Back to Charlie Paul in fourth. Fifth place will be Nathan Hawkins, and Darren Snowden will be the last to complete the distance.
No worries. Got Rod Mazzara here. Very good drive there, Rod.
Yeah, obviously there was a bit of a drama in the first lap with my brother. I hope he's all right, and hopefully we can get him back out on the track. But the track's pretty trying, but that's sort of one of the tracks that suits me. So yeah, I'm loving it.
No worries. So whereabouts you from, Rod?
From Perth in Western Australia, like south of Perth. So the local track for us is Ellenbrook Speedway, which is a great club to be part of.
So no doubt a fair drive over here then.
Yeah, it took us about 50 odd hours. We went straight through. I think we pulled up for a couple of hours sleep because we were stuffed. About 1,000 k's out. So it was a big effort, big mission, and it was a relief to get here.
No worries. Well, you're driving pretty well, so hopefully the track will get better as the weekend goes on. It's pretty hard with the heat over the weekend.
Yeah, look, she's warm, and the track curators, they can only do what they can do with the weather. It is tough, and we've all got to race in these conditions. So as long as everyone keeps their fluids up, and I'm sure we'll have a few beers tonight.
No worries. I might come and join you. All right. Well done. Hope to see you again. And we're away. The 8 of Lincoln leads away from Pumper. Meekins moves up into third. Charlotte McPherson back to the tail of the field. So one up high. The 23 there of Pumper sliding backwards. It's Meekins charging towards the league though. The Caleb Lincoln out there as well. So Lincoln on the outside, Meekins on the inside. As they come around, as Meekins gets the better run down the inside, down the front straight away. Lincoln holding down second, back to Pumper, then back to McPherson. Oh, Meekins around in turn 1 and 2. Gets it all wrong up there, gets it back underway though, only loses one position. So very good drive there from young Courtney Meekins. It's the 8th though of Caleb Lincoln, showing them how it's done out in the lead. It's Meekins coming charging back from third. Coming up on the 23 of Jamie Pumper there, looks to go down the inside out of turn 4. Gets the job done that time through. Pumper relegated back to third. Then bringing up fourth is Charlotte McPherson. Still out in the lead though is Caleb Lincoln, showing them no mercy at all. Gets the big number 8 all lined up as she comes out of turn 4. Uses all the horsepower available down the front straightaway. It's Meekins comfortably in second. Back to Pumper there in third. And a very consistent Charlotte McPherson there, still in fourth position. Caleb Lincoln though, showing them all how it's done. Gets the power of the big junior car underway down the front straightaway. Meekins a little bit controlled there in second position. Pumper still holding down third. And the 97 of McPherson still bringing up fourth position. Lincoln looking to come up and put a pass on the McPherson machine in the next lap or so. As they come around, Meekins comes out of turn 3, enters 4. Gets the power of the big 1200 underway. The 8 car there of Caleb Lincoln though, stalking the 97 of McPherson down the back straightaway. Looks to the high line, looks back to the low line now to turn 4. Gets the job done. McPherson moves back to the low line. A little bit taily down the straightaway there is McPherson as she crosses the start-finish line. Gets it all wrong, gets it right round. So very good drive there from the juniors. Was the 8th there of Caleb Lincoln. Right is Greg Campbell. So they're away, but it's Campbell away there. Perry on the outside there races through to the lead, so it's Trevor Perry down in the lead at the moment. Then back to Greg Campbell in second position. Down the back straightaway is the 1. Then it's the 81 there of Travis Florimel. 13 of Campbell. Lisa Shellcraft not out there this time, but the 50 also there of Jason Crawford. Got them underway. Down the back straightaway, it's Perry though. From the 1. Then back to 9 there of Campbell. Florimel working his way up to 4. Looking to run around the outside. Gets up a little bit high there, loses a couple of spots. So it's Chris Fowler. Works his way past Florimel that time. But out in the lead, it's a ding-dong barrel between Perry and the 1 car out in the lead. But it's 55 there of Trevor Perry looking to come back down the inside. The 1 Paul Perry there in the A1. So Trevor Perry with it all wrong in turn 1 though. Gets it back under control, gets it fired up again. So it's Paul Perry in the number 1 out in the lead. Trevor Perry second. Then back to Chris Fowler. Right around the outside there though is Jason Crawford. Up into 4th position. Then Greg Campbell. Travis Florimel back there as well. But showing them a clean set of heels out at the moment is Paul Perry out in the lead. Being chased down by Trevor Perry though. So it's the Sean Denning there about to have a lap put down on him as they come around. So it's Paul Perry from Trevor Perry. Back to the 13 of Chris Fowler. Jason Crawford. Travis Florimel. Then back to Greg Campbell. But out in the lead, the battle's heating up between Paul and Trevor Perry. So it's Paul in the lead at the moment. Trevor closing the gap as they come out of turn 4. So Paul still in the lead. Trevor on the high side. Trevor on the low line. Down the back straightaway. It's the Chris Fowler putting a lap on the 52 there of Denning, but down the outside is the 55 there of Trevor Perry. Around the outside of Paul in turn 3 and
Jennings will lead them into the main straight. Green lights come on, they're away and racing. Selena Jennings, Gemma Laidlaw and Rod Massara moves up on the outside and takes the lead. So go up into turn number 1. Trevor Mills in second place, Mark Jennings third, back then to Gemma Laidlaw in 4th place. Selena Jennings is up there along with Damien McAllister. So head down the back straight the first time. Well, there's 1 car on the grass further back, that'd be Croker. As they come out of 3 and 4 the first time, out in front it's Trevor Mills. Rod Massara in second, back to Mark Jennings in 3rd place. Back to Gemma Laidlaw, Selena English, then back to McAllister, Croker. Then Adam Wilson is next. As they head up into turn 1 and 2 once again, it's a race in 2 though. Trevor Mills out in front from Rod Massara. 3rd place Mark Jennings and a long way back to Gemma Laidlaw in 4th place. Selena Jennings in 5th. On the outside comes Damien McAllister. Adam Wilson is in that group. So they come out of 3 and 4. Croker is sideways further back after that. So Gemma Laidlaw still in 4th and English 5th and McAllister 6th. Great battle for the main body of the field. Out in front though, Trevor Mills still out in front. Rod Massara in 2nd place and 3rd place Mark Jennings. And the rest of them are 200 metres away. That's the length of the back straight. Gemma Laidlaw 4th now. McAllister goes into 4th underneath of Gemma Laidlaw. The outside of Selena English would have been Matthew Hutchison as they come out of Pitts Bend. But this main body of the field won't see the lead three cars. Trevor Mills still out in front. Rod Massara in second. Third place is the 61 car of Mark Jennings. As they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight, McAllister fourth. Fifth place Hutchison. Gemma Laidlaw is next. After Gemma Laidlaw, it'll be Brent Croker. As they come out of turns 3 and 4, it's hard to know which one to look at. They're half a lap behind. Hutchison and McAllister are 4th and 5th. Croker is back there along with Gemma Laidlaw and Alex Cheney. They're the 3 blue cars. They're all in danger of being lapped later in this race. Mills, Massara, Jennings are half a lap now ahead of 4th and 5th place, which is Hutchison and McAllister. Back in 6th place is Croker, then Wilson. But our race leaders coming out of Pitts Bend again, up behind Selena English. As they come into the main straight at the halfway mark, 6 down and 6 to go. Trevor Mills out in front. Going into second place, Mark Jennings. Rod Massara's back there in third. As now Mills starts to lap cars, he's up behind Selena Jennings. Hasn't passed Selena Jennings yet. And Mark Jennings has closed the gap. So too Rod Massara. Fourth place is Hutchison, who's a long way behind. So too McAllister. And a good portion of this field is going to be lapped before this one is out. 5 laps to go. Trevor Mills in front for Mark Jennings and Rod Massara. They're now coming up on the next car, which is Gemma Laidlaw, and the lead 3 cars. And the leader has a flat tyre, I believe. I'm getting through my ears. Selena has a flat tyre, sorry, Selena Jennings. As our leaders go past Monique Bailey down in Pitts Bend. So they're past Selena Jennings and, Gemma Laidlaw's the next one to be passed. The next car after that will be Monique Bailey. She's the next in the firing line of our leaders with 4 to go. Trevor Mills, Mark Jennings and Rod Massara. Your lead 3 cars, a long way back to Matthew Hutchison. Half a lap, in fact, back to 4th place. Mills and Mark Jennings now, who's closing the gap. There'll be 3 to go this time around as they come out of Pitts Bend. Rod Massara third. Passing flag on the 79 of Monique Bailey as they go up into turn number 1. Trevor Mills up behind Monique Bailey. Mark Jennings there in second place, and then Rod Massara third. 4th place just coming into the main straight now as Trevor Mills makes the passing move on Monique Bailey and puts the pass to the lap car between he and Mark Jennings. They'll come up with 2 laps to go this time around. Trevor Mills leads into the main straight. So Mills leads with 2 to go. Second place is Mark Jennings and then Rod Massara in third. I'll say it again, they're a long way in front. Oh, Monique Bailey spins in front of Rod Massara. No harm done. Massara's able to stay out of harm's way. Look at the traffic jam further back here that the leaders are going to come up with the lap to go. They're 3 wide. Further back of the field, up in front of Trevor Mills, who goes around Selena Jennings again. The white flag is out. Mark Jennings in second place. Adam Wilson and Cheney are fighting for position ahead of Trevor Mills. Mark Jennings is slowed further back in the field. The race is going to go flag to flag. Put your hands together for Trevor Mills, who's going to be first home. Trevor Mills first across the line. Second place will go to Mark Jennings just. Rod Massara third. Damien McAllister, I think, has moved into 4th place. They're a long way behind. They're coming out of turn 4 now. Damien McAllister will be 4th. 5th place will go to the 89 car of Matthew Hutchison. 6th place will be, I think, Brent Croker it is.
Alrighty, got Trevor Mills here again. Another one out of the way, Trev.
Yeah, good to get them all out of the way. Track's got a little bit of drive in it now. Just you could hook up, it's nice. But, yeah, something will happen, something always does, but it hasn't happened yet. Oh, it happened in the first heat, but anyway, we've got a long way to go.
That's all right. So you're ticking them off at the moment, though. So the track's got a little bit of drive in it, as you say. So hopefully it'll get better.
Yeah, it'll actually get better as the heats come on here. If they run the high line, it'll be nice. It's a little bit greasy up there now, but you just got to run on the edge of it, and it's all good.
As you know, you turn the odd lap or two around here.
Yeah, well, I designed this track and made the track, so I should know my way around it by now.
Well, hopefully, if you can't get it right, nobody else should be able to.
I hope not.
Steve Laidlaw looks to be going pretty well out there too.
He always goes all right.
Thanks, Trev.
Go. Heat number 12 now. The national title, we're underway. Good start by Craig McAllister up into turn number 1. Back in second place, Chris Pagel as they go up into the top turn. Back then to Bradley Hutchison in third place, and then Steve Downs in fourth. Coming underneath of Downs now would be Danny Harrison in the 24 car. And they've got Daniel Henshaw locked away at the tail of the field. He won a heat race earlier on this afternoon. So come into the main straight. Out in front, McAllister in car number 32, Craig. Chris Pagel in second place. That's a 25.782 on that occasion. Up there in third place, Steve Downs. Back in fourth place, Bradley Hutchison, Danny Harrison. Back to Daniel Henshaw and Jason Boardman at the tail. So go down the back straight. The leader is under pressure. McAllister just in front. So come out of turn 4. Chris Pagel in second place. So move up the main straight once again to complete lap number 2, the national title. Our race leader is McAllister just from Chris Pagel. Third place, Steve Downs, who's having a great run. He's in the top 5 on points after 2 rounds of heats. Here comes Danny Harrison now. Comes up underneath of Bradley Hutchison as they move down into Pitts Bend again. McAllister just ahead of Chris Pagel, and right there with him is Steve Downs. The race leader's off the curb, and here comes Chris Pagel from Queensland. Pagel and McAllister running side by side as they move down into turn number 1 and 2 once again. McAllister and Pagel have gone sideways. McAllister's turned the car around. Oh! He had the presence of mind to put the foot to the floor and jump to the infield because he was about to be T-boned by Hutchison, and it's all ended well in that regard. Missed him, and the yellow lights have come on. He's got a flat tyre. He also wants to talk to the officials. It's going to be too late. The green lights have come on. Chris Pagel's out in front from Steve Downs and Danny Harrison. So go down the back straight, the main straight. Behind them is Hutchison, Henshaw and Boardman. Harrison's made a mistake, gone wide. That's allowed Hutchison to go through. So we've got Harrison and Hutchison side by side, the third and fourth. Henshaw right behind them and Boardman right behind him, but it's a race in 2 out in front, Pagel and Steve Downs. So go down the main straight, they're well clear. Downs does the quick lap of the race at 25.622. Harrison now in third place, Hutchison, then Henshaw, and then back to Jason Boardman. So have a look at the leaders. Out in front, Chris Pagel just from Steve Downs. So move out of Pitts Bend. There'll be 7 laps to go here in Heat 12, the National Production Sedan title. Out in front, it is Chris Pagel from Downs, Harrison, Hutchison, Henshaw, and the last car running is Jason Boardman. Out of turn 2 they go again. No change in the order, still pretty close out in front. Pagel and Downs. Getting through third is Danny Harrison. He's clear of the rest of them. So come out of turn 4 once again. There'll be half a dozen laps left to go in Heat 12, the national title. Can Steve Downs mow down our race leader? Chris Pagel, who was quickest yesterday in official practice, makes a mistake going out of turn 2, and Downs is right there on him. So head down the back straight, Pagel and Downs. Back then in third place it's Harrison. Sounds like a lawyer's firm out in front, Pagel and Downs. As they come out of turn 4 once again, there'll be 5 laps to go. Our race leader, Chris Pagel. Second place at 29 is Steve Downs. Harrison third, Hutchison fourth, Henshaw, and then back to Boardman. Plenty of H's out there too, Harrison, Hutchison and Henshaw. As they move down the back straight, it's Pagel leading Downs once again. The lawyer's firm is split up for a moment as they come out of Pitts Bend. He leads by 3 or 4 car lengths as they come into the main straight. Out in front, it's the 22 of Chris Pagel, who has 4 laps to go. Steve Downs in second place. Harrison third, then Hutchison, Henshaw and Boardman. No change in the race order with 3.5 laps left to go on this massive 680 metre Wahgunyah Speedway. Heat 12, the National Production Sedan title. Back into Pitts Bend, and Downs is not done with yet. trying to rejoin the partnership with Pagel for the lead. Pagel leads with 3 to go. Pagel does the quick lap of the race at 25.269. Downs in second place, Harrison third. Back to Hutchison, Henshaw, and back to Boardman. So down the back straight, no change in the order. Downs closes on Pagel, but then Pagel skips away again. So they come out of pit pen, there'll be 2 laps to go. Last time around was a 25.289 by Pagel. This time he does a 25.043. Steve Downs also does his quickest lap of the race, but it's Pagel, Downs, Harrison, Hutchison, Henshaw and Boardman. As I've said throughout, there's only the 6 of them left. 3 of them didn't start, and 1 of them hasn't finished. So they come out at turn 4, 1 lap to go. White flag is out. Pagel, your race leader. Second place is Downs. Pagel does another quick lap, 25.006. That may actually be the quickest lap tonight. Downs, Harrison, Hutchison, Henshaw and Boardman. Last lap is in order. He's well clear. The change for third though, Hutchison's gone under Harrison to split up the monotony. But here's our winner 3. Put your hands together for Queensland's Chris Pagel, who wins heat number 12. Second is Downs. Third is going to go to Hutchison. Henshaw might get 4th. He does. Harrison goes from 3rd to 5th on the last lap. And 6th is Jason.
Alrighty, very good drive there, Chris.
Yeah, mate, it's a bit of improvement from the last heat. Try and get all the points you can. And the car was a bit wild on that one, but did the best of what we got.
No worries. How do you find the track?
Different, very long compared to what we get up in Queensland. A little bit challenging, but it's pretty good.
No worries. So, how do you start tomorrow? Your next heat, you midfield at the rear?
Mid pack start again, and hopefully I can get as many points as I can and try and make up for my second heat after DNF, and I'll see what we can do.
No worries. Well, good luck with that, Chris, and well done.
13 tonight. Green away and racing. Down into turn number 1 they go. The first occasion, and out in front. Trying to pick up who is in front. Mel Paul's out in front at the moment. So head down the back straight the first time. Mel Paul out in front. Kane McDermott coming up on the outside. So they come into the main straight. Paul, McDermott, back in 3rd place, Karen Bailey. Daniel Creek is 4th, Ray Usher is up there in 5th place. In fact, Usher's making a big move around the outside of Creek and Bailey, gets it done too, moves into 3rd place. So head down the back straight once again. Mel Paul out in front, the opening lap was a 26.850. Oh, Paul spun by himself, the race leader. They've all got past him. Will he get the car mobile? The yellow lights have come on. So the answer to that question is no. And a restart will come up. Wayne racing here on the restart. So move down the main straight. Daniel Creek, the 35 car, and Monique Bailey, and there's going to be a pile-up. And a decent one this time. There's 4 or 5 cars around. 13, 78, and 59, and 59 involved, and I think Daniel Creek was in it originally. Here we go, the restart, 11 laps to go. Back underway. And Kane McDermott has a handy lead up into turn number 1. Ray Usher on the outside, Matthew Vickery the inside, that's for 3rd and 4th. Still in 2nd place is Karen Bailey. So head down the back straight on this restart. Back in 5th place. After that, you'll find is Charlie Ball. So come out at 3 and 4 to complete lap number 2. McDermott out in front, Bailey, Usher, Vickery, Ball. Then Mel Paul's up a couple of spots, Daniel Creek in the 35, and Keel Rosevere at the tail. That's the order, and it's a 1-horse affair out in front. Almost in another postcode is our race leader, Kane McDermott from Western Australia, who's opened a very big lead in just a lap and a bit's time. 2 laps in, and his lead is going to be a couple of seconds. It's 2.7 actually, 2.752. over Monique Bailey. On the outside is Ray Usher, hasn't got the job done. Ray's made a couple of big moves up there in turn 1 and 2. Makes an underside pass this time to move into second place. Bailey back to third. Back in fourth place is Matthew Vickery. Charlie Ball is there, and further back in the field after Charlie Ball would be Mel Paul, then Daniel Creek and Keel Rosevear. Out in front though, Kane McDermott's lead is 3.6 seconds in 3 laps at 25.556 by Kane McDermott. Second best presented car today too for Kane McDermott. Having a good run, finished on last year's podium as well. The battles for the minor placings as Vickery now comes underneath the Monique Bailey. And the flat tyre for Monique Bailey in third place at the moment. So it's going to make the handling of the car pretty awkward. She's gone back to fourth now as Matthew Vickery goes into third. Also going through would be Mel Paul underneath the Bailey. Bailey with a flat tyre goes back to fifth. Daniel Creek is there. Charlie Ball's gone back. He's gone back to last as Keel Rosevear goes underneath of Creek now and looking for sixth place. Bailey's still there in fifth place with the front left tyre very much deflated. As they move down the main straight, our race leader is out by 4 seconds now. Kane McDermott at the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Plenty of West Australians watching online, reading the comments, all wishing Kane well as he careers away from the field. The only danger is Ray Usher, but he's a long way behind at this stage. McDermott has time to make a mistake coming out of turn 4. Second place is Ray Usher, who has closed the margin by over a second on that lap from 4.2 to 3.1. Third place Matthew Vickery, then Mel Paul. Creek into fifth place, then Rosevear, Bailey and Ball. Our race leader though will come up this time around with 4 to go. He makes another hash of turn 3 and 4 does Kane McDermott. As he comes up the main straight, has 4 laps to go. Ray Usher has closed the gap to 2.8 seconds. Might even be more than that. No, the green lights stay on. The car spun down there, which I think was Mel Paul. And he races across the infield, just misses the Speedway Sedan's Australia flags on the infield, which are about 20 metres off the racetrack. And he's dead last. Our race leader comes into the main straight, Kane McDermott. So the margin was 2.8. It's down to 2.3, so going way quicker is Ray Usher, and there's still 3 to go. Usher well and truly closing the gap. Back then to Matthew Vickery, Daniel Creek, Keel Rosevear. Back then to Ball, Bailey, and Mel Paul rounds out the field. Out of turn 4 they come with a couple to go. Kane McDermott has 2 to go. 2.2 is the margin, so it remains steady on that lap. Ray Usher nearly went into the scrub down there in turn 1 on that lap. He went very wide into turn number 1. Third place Vickery, Creek, Rosevear, Ball. Back then to Monique Bailey in seventh place. Karen Bailey, and then Mel Paul. White flag comes out, 1 to go. Still out in front, Kane McDermott. Well clear now. Back in second place, Ray Usher, who hasn't closed the gap on the last couple of laps. Third place is still Matt Vickery. He's run in third place all by himself for the majority of this race. Back then to Creek, Rosevear up to fifth, then Charlie Ball, back to Bailey and Mel Paul. But it's going to be Kane McDermott first home. Put your hands together for him in car number 31 for Western Australia. Kane McDermott first. Second home will be Ray Usher. Third place, a long way back, Matthew Vickery. Fourth place will be Daniel Creek. Keel Rosevear will be fifth. Sixth place will be Charlie Ball. Not a bad effort by by Karen Bailey. In seventh place with a flat tyre.
Alrighty, very good drive out there, Kane.
Yeah, thanks mate. She's pretty slick, but it's still racy, so we're stoked to bank a win at the end of the night.
No worries. So whereabouts you from?
Yeah mate, we've made the trip across the Nullarbor, so over from WA, so it's a long trip, so happy to have some good results. G'day to everyone over there that's listening, and all my family in Victoria that's here watching me tonight as well.
So any of your sponsors you'd like to thank or anything like that?
Oh mate, they're all over the car, but yeah, there's a lot of people that have helped me out to get the car to where it is, so particularly my family. There's a few to name, but they're all over the car, so just thanks heaps to everyone that's helped me out to get here.
No worries mate, well done, and good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Cheers mate.
Away and racing in heat number 14. Whoa. Cars every which way but loose up the main straight, and they've sorted themselves out, I think. As they come out of the gloom, the yellow lights have come on, and they're going to do it again. They were 3 wide in front of us as we got underway. Tim Green had got through to the lead. It's big up here too, I can tell you. Here we go. Underway. Paul Barklam and James Hodak up into turn number 1. Charge of the Light Brigade. Tim Green's in there too, the national champion. They're 2 and 3 wide. Going around the outside, looks like it could be Bruce Robb in the red car. Does. Goes into 3rd. National champion stuck back in 6th place. Now sneaks up to 5th as they move out of Pitts Bend the first time. 1 down and 11 to go. Our race leader is Paul Barklam in 77. Malak in 2nd place. And back to Robb in 3rd as they go up into the top turn. Back in 4th place, Brendan Harper. Tim Green back in 5th. Stephen Aldridge, and then James Hodak. 8th is Lindsay Clapham, and Craig Orchard rounds out the field. Out of turn 4 they come again. This 680 metre venue. It's a long way round. Barklam going beautifully out in front. Malak in 2nd place. Harper, Robb, Green and Aldridge. Big move there, or didn't quite come off. Now one car is going to make up spots. That's Robb. Robb has got under 2 cars and gone into 2nd underneath Malak, and also Harper has been passed by Robb. Now Harper's also making a move on Malak for 4th place or for 3rd place. Green, the national champions, back in 5th, and then in 6th place it's Stephen Aldridge. So move down the back straight. Barklam out in front. Bruce Robb's done the quick lap of the race. Back in 3rd place it's Malak. 4th place is Brendan Harper. There's sparks coming out of the 58 car. So it comes through the corners. That is the Harper car. We'll have a look at that in closer detail. Back in 5th place is Stephen Aldridge. Oh, Malak makes a bit of an issue, a bit of a mistake down there. And now Harper goes into 3rd. Oh, and the national champion's in trouble. He's stopped. He's crawling. He's going to be out of the race. So he's got a flat tyre. And he's gone. So the national champion is out. And all of a sudden, Bruce Robb is all on the back end of Paul Barklam as they move out of turn number 2. And down the back straight, Paul Barklam out in front. Bruce Robb in 2nd place is mowing him down. As they come out of Pitts Bend, there'll be 6 to go. And what a great race we've got out for the lead now. Barklam and Robb. The marches across the line is .177. 3rd place, the 58 of Harper. Malak, and then back to Aldridge in 5th place. Robb makes a bit of a mistake as they head down the back straight once again. And Barklam gets away. 2nd place is the 4 of Bruce Robb. Robb closes the gap again as we come into the main straight with 5 laps to go in heat number 14 of the national title. Barklam, Robb, back in 3rd place, the 58 of Harper, and Malak in 4th place. Back then to Aldridge, Clapham, Hodak, and we've got Tim Green on the infield, and Orchard is last of all. Down the back straight we go once again into Pitts Bend. There's a couple of car lengths between Barklam and Robb. 3rd place is still that of Harper, and a battle for 4th place between Malak, Aldridge and Clapham. The margin is still 0.4 of a second between Barklam and Robb as they go up into the top turn. 3 3/4 laps to go. So the race leader is Paul Barklam, has led from the outset. Bruce Robb in 2nd place, trying to stay with him. 3rd place is still that of Brendan Harper. Malak in 4th place as they move out of turn 4 and up the main drag here once again. The Wahgunyah in the National Production Sedan title. Both the lead 2 cars are coughing and spluttering. Robb comes up now, maybe about to come underneath of Paul Barklam. There's a car length in it as they head down the back straight of Wahgunyah. You see the flame coming out of the cars as they come out of 3 and 4. 2 laps to go here. Bruce Robb is mowing down our race leader Paul Barklam with 2 laps remaining. 3rd place is the 58 of Harper, up into the top turn. Here's a chance for Robb as they move out of turn number 2. Bruce Robb on the back end of Barklam. Third place is still Harper. Malak holding off the back of Aldridge and Clapham for 5th and 6th. 1 lap to go. White flag is out. Can Barklam hold on? Will Bruce Robb come up the inside? 0.128 is the margin. Robb takes the lead in the last lap. He runs wide and Barklam's back in front. So Barklam and Robb are going to fight this out to the death. Robb back to second. Barklam's back in front. So head down the back straight in the final time. And Barklam, I think, is going to prevail. Out of 3 and 4 the last time. He lost the lead and got it back. Put your hands together for him. First across the line. Great drive. Paul Barklam. Second place goes to Bruce Robb. Brendan Harper is third. 4th place is up for dispute. Aldridge is going to get it. Stephen Aldridge gets there. 5th goes to Terry Malak and then back to Lindsay Clapham. 7th will be James Hodak in 44 and Craig
Really excited?
Oh, mate, pumped. That was... I know it was only he, mate, but holy Jesus. Oh, mate, that one's to Dad.
So, yeah, well done. Held off. All right, no worries.
So, yeah, that one's for Dad. Mate, he's up there watching, so... hope you're enjoying the race and everyone, and we're having a ball out here, mate. I haven't got the best car, but I'm driving the balls off it, that's for sure.
Yep, no, very well driven. So, just for everybody, you had a big long trip to get here.
Oh, yeah, Wagga, mate. So, Wagga. Come down and, yeah, show some Victorians how it's done, I suppose. Don't know.
They just show some Australians, mate. They're from all over the place.
Mate, I just got to thank you two people. I got the wife sitting in the crowd, mate. She's been holding the fort at home. I've been doing stupid hours on this car, as everyone does, you know what I mean? But just, mate, I can't thank her enough. She's everything. So, Charlie Ball, Rob Carter, Charlie's fellow racer, Rob Carter's been giving me a hand, mate. Just, mate, everyone that's helped me, Elite Exhaust, fucking Tides Engineering in Wagga, mate, I'm just a little bloke doing it on my own, man. I'm killing it, loving it, actually, yeah. I'm just not killing it, I'm loving it, so.
All right, well done, Paul.
Cheers, buddy.
Stephen Laidlaw undefeated after night number 1 if he wins this one. We're away in racing. There's 8 other cars that want to make sure that doesn't happen. But Laidlaw is the first car up into turn number 1. Coming underneath him though is Jacob Mills. Can't quite get it done, winning quickly. Snowden goes underneath him, so too does Brett Norman. But Mills fights back in the middle, in between Snowden and also Norman. So Mills back to second, Norman to third, Snowden to fourth. Back after that, Nathan Hawkins is there along with Wes Barnes. Dean Sparrow is 7th, but out in front, Stephen Laidlaw is the man to mow down. The 3 car, the 2 times national champion in 2002 and 2003, looking to do it quite some period later, some 14 years later, after winning his first. As they move down into turn number 3 and 4 once again, Jacob Mills in 2nd place, Norman 3rd, 4th place is Darren Snowden, back then to Nathan Hawkins and Wes Barnes. Up the main drag, the lead is starting to creep out. 1.7 seconds is the lead at the moment. Can Jacob Mills close the gap? Some action further back in the field. 5th and 6th have gone wide. Sparrow's trying to get underneath, and so too is Wayne Burke, who's well down the field at the moment. He's got underneath the Sparrow to move into 7th place, and there's a move on the outside at the back by Lindsay Manning. He's coming around Sparrow as well. There's a great battle for 5th through 9th at the moment. But our leader is still Stephen Laidlaw from Jacob Mills. Norman in 3rd place and Darren Snowden 4th. There's a big move around the outside by Barnes. He's gone into 5th. Hawkins back to 6th. He might go to 7th. He does, because Manning's gone around. He goes back to 8th because Burke goes through. And so too does the little Tirana. So Sparrow's gone to 8th and Hawkins has gone back to the tail. But out in front, Stephen Laidlaw is your race leader. He's out by 1.8 seconds now. 2nd place, Jacob Mills, back to Brett Norman. 4th place is Darren Snowden. The gap back in 5th place to Wes Barnes, Lindsay Manning, Wayne Burke, Sparrow and Hawkins. That's the order, as our race leader has 7 laps to go in the final qualifying heat of the night, heat number 15. Down into turn 1, Stephen Laidlaw, your race leader. Mills in 2nd. Oops, Sparrow takes an excursion. Another car off at the track is Nathan Hawkins. He's retiring in car number 6. He's OUT out. They're spread out like Brown's cows. In the final qualifying heat, Stephen Laidlaw is well clear. Second place is Mills. Brett Norman's close to Mills, that's for second and third. Back in fourth place is Snowden, then Barnes, then Manning, then Burke, and then Sparrow at the tail. 5 laps to go. The battle is for second and third. Laidlaw out in front. Second place, Mills. Brett Norman right behind him. Back then to Snowden in fourth. Wes Barnes in fifth. Back then to Lindsay Manning and then Wayne Burke. The battle is for second and third though. Norman up behind Jacob Mills in the final qualifying heat of the night. There'll be 4 laps to go for Stephen Laidlaw. Up the main straight he comes, looking to go through the night undefeated. Mills and Norman close together, separated by 0.3 of a second. Snowden fourth, Barnes fifth, then Manning, Burke, Sparrow. That's the order. Down the back straight they go out of Pitts Bend. You'll find our race leader is Stephen Laidlaw coming up with just 3 laps to go. Second place is up for dispute. Mills and Norman, still anybody's guess. Still 0.3 of a second separating them. It's a car length between them. He momentarily thought about going underneath Vic Norman. He's up behind Mills. The race leader is long gone. He's at least 100 metres in front. Half the length of the back straight. Norman has a chance again on Mills. Can't make it go on the inside down there in turn 3. 2 to go for our race leader, Stephen Laidlaw. Mills, Norman. Back in fourth place, Snowden. He's been caught now by Wes Barnes. Lindsay Manning is there. And Wayne Burke has caught Manning. And back then to Dean Sparrow. They'll come up the main straight and greet the white flag for the final time tonight. Out comes the white flag. We're homeward bound in the lucky last event. Laidlaw leads them. Up the main straight he goes. Mills and Norman second and third. Now the rest of them have caught each other. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th, Snowden, Barnes, Manning and Burke. They're half a lap behind our race leader though, Stephen Laidlaw, who's just done the quick lap of the race. Put your hands together ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to go through the night undefeated, but he has. Stephen Laidlaw undefeated on night number 1, 3 from 3. Laidlaw first across the line. Second place will be Mills. Jacob Mills just from Brett Norman. 4th place will go the way of 39, Darren Snowden, Wes Barnes, Lindsay Manning, Wayne Burke, and Dean Sparrow is last to complete the distance.
Alrighty, Steve, 3 from 3.
Yeah, great start to the weekend. I still can't thank me pit crew enough. Rob, Phil, Laurie, Daniel, Lee, Gemma, sponsors of the car, and look, the sponsors of this race. Just can't give them enough gratitude and thanks, and I suppose by doing this and winning 3 out of 3, just giving back a little what they put in.
Yep, no, you're doing a very good job there. Bit of luck there starting off the front row.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was supposed to start out of 5, 3 turned up. I don't know what went on with Nemo. Suddenly I'm out of 1, so a little bit of luck.
All falling your way.
Yeah, tomorrow's a different day and all a new day, and we do play with race cars, so, and it definitely can go wrong. So, yeah, we'll just see what happens tomorrow night, and she's a 40-lap feature race and a long way.
No worries, Steve. Well done, and good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. Thanks very much.